The Salem Witch Trials of 1692 were not just a tragedy of superstition. They were the product of a deep cultural fear, political tensions, and social divisions. What led this small Massachusetts village to convict and execute its own neighbors? Today, we unravel the dark history of Salem through the lens of historical sources and modern scholarship. To understand Salem, we must first understand the Puritan worldview. As Richard Boulton's A Complete History of Witchcraft suggests, that Puritans saw their world as a battleground between God and the devil, good and evil, light and dark, with witchcraft representing a direct assault on their very existence. Life in colonial Massachusetts was harsh, and survival depended on unity and conformity. However, as Boyer and Nissenbaum argue in Salem Possessed, Salem Village was rife with divisions, economic disputes, land rivalries, and personal grudges, creating an environment primed for such a conflict to take place. In 1692, these tensions found a scapegoat, and that was witchcraft. The trials began with two young girls, Betty Paris and Abigail Williams, exhibiting strange behavior. Mary Beth Norton, in The Devil's Snare, highlights how these symptoms were interpreted within a community already on edge due to recent conflicts with Native Americans. These girls' accusations against three women, Tituba, Sarah Good, and Sarah Osborne, were the first domino in a tragic chain of reaction. Zhonghyang Huang's work sheds new light on Tituba's role in the trials. As an enslaved woman of likely indigenous and African heritage, she became a focal point for the Puritans' fears and otherness. By confessing her duress, Tituba inadvertently validated the panic and really set the stage for more accusations to come. What made Salem unique wasn't just the belief in witchcraft. That was already pretty common within the 17th century, especially within European and African demographics, but the scale of hysteria that came with it. As Isaac Reed notes in Deep Culture and Action, the trials became a form of moral panic, where personal grievances and cultural anxieties were reframed as a cosmic battle. This use of spectral evidence, testimony that accuses spirit torment, was particularly insidious, as it could neither be proven nor disproven. By the summer of 1962, more than 200 people had been accused within the region alone. Among them were respected members of the community, like Rebecca Nurse, whose execution shocked even her accusers. The trials revealed how easily fear could override reason and justice. As the hysteria finally subsided, Salem began to reckon with its actions. Governor Phipps, urged by growing public outcry, prohibited the use of spectral evidence, and it subsequently changed the justice system forever from that point forward. It eventually ended the trials, yet the damage was already done. 20 people were executed, and many more suffered in prison. Boyer and Nissenbaum argue that the trials left lasting scars on the community, serving as a cautionary tale about the dangers of social fragmentation and unchecked power. Over time, Salem became a symbol of injustice. its story retold and reshaped within American culture, even into American pop culture today. Today, the Salem Witch Trials are remembered as both a historical tragedy and as a moral lesson. Norton reminds us that the trials were rooted in specific historical contexts, fears of war, changing social norms, and the pressures of colonial life. But their broader themes of fear, scapegoating, and the abuse of authority resonate far beyond 1692. What can we learn from Salem's story? How do we guard against similar injustices in our own time? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical deep dives. Thank you. This is Sapphire signing off from your Occultorium Historian Archives.